What's up everyone? In this video, I'll be going over the best bed rack in my opinion that should be on your radar if you own a Toyota Tacoma. Just as a warning, this video is going to be a quick overview of the rack. If you want to see an in-depth video, I'll be doing that later down the road. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and turn on your post notifications so you'll be updated when I upload that video. Let's get into it. Okay, we're going to start in the back of the truck over here so you guys can understand why I think this is one of the best bed racks out there. And I do apologize in advance. This is going to be a short video because I'm up in Mount Shasta and it's really smoky out. So I'm trying to minimize the time outdoors. But like I said, I'll have an in-depth video later on. So the main reason why I think this is one of the best bed racks out there is instead of explaining it to you, I'm just going to show you. To give you some perspective, I had the Relentless Fab bed rack before and I had the mid-level bars and it was great. I loved it for what it was. But if I ever needed to utilize more space, then I was always minimized. With this, you completely get rid of that problem. This will mount up a rooftop tent. There are T-slots all along the top and on the sides, so you can mount max tracks, roto packs. You can do a high lift jack, whatever you want, and these will be flush with a rooftop tent. So it's a great option if you're looking for a new rack. For some perspective, I'm gonna show you what it looks like when I'm trying to load it up. Say that it was a fixed rack, I'll have it on the very bottom setting, and I'm gonna try and load it up with gear. So a typical fixed rack would limit the space to that capacity, but with this, you have that versatility. So we'll run a time lapse and I'll show you what kind of gear we could throw in if it was at the lowest setting. So as you can see, this is pretty maxed out. I could probably add a few more small things, but in terms of the big boxes and the bigger pieces of equipment that you're gonna throw in here, this is pretty much maxed out. With the Relentless Fab or any of the other fixed racks, this is about as much as you're gonna be able to fit in here. And then you'll have the rooftop tent most likely on top of here. And other than that, you're gonna have to throw stuff in the back. So if you have maybe, 2 or 3 people in the car, you're pretty crammed. And me personally, I'm a big mountain biker, dirt biker, and anytime I go out, I need to have all my gear. I also do a lot of filming, so it definitely adds up really quick. Now we'll raise it up and see how much more gear we can add. So this is an insanely half-assed job. This is all just for entertainment purposes only. But we've got 4 of these yellow boxes. We got this blue box in there. We got a duffel bag full of mountain biking gear. We got a paddle board, and we still have plenty of space in here and right there. So if I weren't being lazy right now, then we can do a pretty solid pack and fit a lot of gear. And then we'd have the rooftop tent up there, and then we'd have plenty of space in the back seats as well. So you can bring like 4 people out here. All right, it's the next day. I ended up going inside because it was really smoky out and I was starting to get a headache and it can't be healthy. So we're going back to it. Now we're gonna talk about some of the technical features. So this is all electronic assist, as you can tell. It's ran by 4 actuators. So this model specifically is made by stainless steel. So it's a little more expensive, but they're coming out with a new version that is made out of rolled steel. So it'll be a lot more cost effective. This one specifically runs about $2,800 on their website. I know it's really expensive, but there's so much technology involved in this, and if they can bring down the price, then I think that it can be a great option for a lot of people, especially for people that are weekend warriors that need a rack that will do multiple things and will allow them to be able to go out on the weekends, but still keep everything on their truck. If they ever need to go into the city, go into a parking structure, or fit into their garage, then it can be a very big time saver. Now we'll talk about how we actually power it. So in the center, there's an electrical box that powers the entire rack. It's ran by an AGM battery currently, but it'll work with a lot of different other batteries. On the side, it has an outlet where you can actually plug in directly, and you can plug it straight into your outlet in your truck bed, or you can do a hard wire straight to your battery. Everyone's gonna have a different preference, but I personally prefer to not hardwire it so it's not draining the main battery. A lot of people run a dual battery setup, but I haven't done that yet on this. So I just carry around a little charger and I'll just plug it into the bed outlet and just charge it up if I ever have a few minutes. The company that actually manufactures these racks is called Altitude Rack Systems. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out some more information. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to drop them in the comments or add me on Instagram, or you can just directly message me on YouTube. If you got any value out of this video, I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe. Like I mentioned before, it's really smoky out, so it's just gonna be a super quick overview. But in the next few weeks, I'll be pushing an in-depth video where I actually take it out on some adventures, fully load up the back, and I'll have a rooftop tent on there. So it'll give you a better idea of what you can expect with this rack. That's it for now. Until next week, thanks for watching.